Hey y'all, so I am in my office and today we are officially 1 week out from February 28th. That is the day that the Supreme Court is going to take on Biden's student loan forgiveness case. So I want to give you just a few things to know and to look forward to for next week. But before I get started, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So on February 28th, the Supreme Court is set to hear two cases that are so important regarding student loan forgiveness. That is the Department of Education versus Brown, and then Nebraska versus Biden. So the big question here for this whole student loan forgiveness is, did Mr. Biden have the presidential authority to override Congress and say that he is going to forgive student loans? So that's really what everybody is asking. That's really what the Supreme Court is going to be making a decision about. So there have been previous discussions from the opposing side saying that president was supposed to go through Congress, that he was supposed to, make this public so people could make comments as to why or why not they agree or disagree with it, and he did not do any of that. So that is really the big argument here. Does Mr. Biden have the presidential authority to forgive student loans, or does he not? So the president, of course, is saying, yes, I do have this authority based on the HEROES Act of 2003 that says in the wake of a pandemic that the president can discharge student loans due to the effects that it's going to have on the economy. The people are not going to be able to pay it. Our economy is going to suffer because of the ramifications of a pandemic. So that is really what Biden is holding on to right now. The opposing side is saying, wait a minute, Mr. Biden, the pandemic is over. Listen, the pan con leche is finished. The people are back to work. COVID is basically not a thing anymore. And that's not going to have any basis on the economic downturn, right? It's over, it's done. They're also saying that you even said yourself that, the pandemic is over and that we are taking away a lot of these restrictions that we previously had in place. So that is what the opposing side is citing. They're saying, hey, we hear you with the HEROES Act of 2003, but guess what? This thing is over. So what does this have to do with anything? So they're also saying that there is no legal basis due to the improved economic conditions. Now, go look at eggs and tell me if the economy has improved, okay? So I think we can all, cite that. Listen, we aren't lawyers. My degree is not in law, but I can tell you that the economy has definitely suffered and is still suffering, right? But that's the argument that they're going to go with, and I think they should try that angle. In case you forgot what Biden is trying to do with student loan forgiveness, he basically said that if you receive Pell Grants, that you are going to get up to $20,000 in forgiveness. If you did not receive Pell Grants, then you are going to get $10,000 in forgiveness. There is a cap on this regarding income. So if you're a single and you make more than $125,000, baby, you're out. If you are a couple and you make more than $250,000, y'all are out, So that is really where a lot of the pushback is coming. There are some people saying, hey, Biden, I'm over the income, but I still deserve student loan forgiveness. So that's where a lot of the pushback is coming. In addition to, of course, the opposing side is saying, hey, you can't do this, Mr. Biden, because you didn't go through Congress, right? So that is what student loan forgiveness is supposed to look like if the Supreme Court says, go ahead, Mr. Biden, you got it. As y'all know, I paid off my student loans in 9 months, but if you just watched my most recent video, you saw that I got a refund for what I paid during the pandemic, right? So when I went and looked at my student loan balance as of Sunday morning, it basically said the amount that I got back in the refund. But when I looked at it just today, this morning, it said 0. So I am a little up in the air with this thing. Of course, I'm going to be reporting on this, listen, weekly or daily for you all. So be sure to tune in. I'll most likely be going live as well. This is going to actually start on next Tuesday, February 28th. So I will most likely go live on that day. So if you aren't, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any important updates. Because hey, I want to know, do I need to give this check back? Like, what is happening? So I have my fingers crossed just like the rest of y'all do. If this thing, does not go through, then I just plan to give the check back and call it a day. But y'all drop down in the comments and let me know, what are you hoping for? Are you hoping for student loan forgiveness? How much in student loans do you have? I definitely want to know. And if you want to know how you can pay off your student loans, be sure to check out my debt-free playlist or my all things student loan playlist. I'll see y'all soon.